Beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, a lot of you in the comments box below have been asking for a couples reading, a soulmate reading, rather than a twin flame connection reading. So I will be doing the usual twin flame and singles reading in the next couple of days, but this is for those who are in a relationship. This is a couples reading, or the person who's on your mind, let's put it that way. So I'm going to do this reading a little bit differently. This is a wonderful deck, The Secret Language of Animals Oracle Cards, and that's by Chip Richards. I'm going to get one card here for you, my beautiful Sagittarians, and the second card will be your person's, just so I can pick up on the traits or energy that are exhibited in the relationship from either side, and then we will get all your cards and do your reading, okay? Now the first card here for you is Crayfish, okay? Crayfish. Now we will check out the energy that comes from that in a moment. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Okay, and we have orangutan. Okay, orangutan. Now I'm just going to... already I can see that this is quite a playful relationship. You're very protective over your relationship, okay? And you're very regenerative as well. So you're very forgiving. Also, I'm getting very emotional, but you may protect your feelings. You may keep them very well hidden inside, is what they're giving me. The person you're with is quite playful. You have a playful spirit too, but yeah, regenerative, definitely. You've got the death card there, which is all about transformation. Now, this person that you're dealing with, they really are committed to you. Also, they're very good at learning how to resolve any issues or solve any problems within a connection. Now, even though you're in a relationship with your soulmate, in a connection with your counterpart, that doesn't mean things are easy. Life is full of ups and downs, and even the best relationships go through some hardships, and it's about taking that journey of life together. We've got the Queen of Cups. Yeah, that's interesting. You're full of love. You're so full of love, my beautiful Sagittarians. Now I'm going to get 2 cards either side for you. We've got the Temperance card there as well. We got the Death card. Interesting, both of you got the Death card, so you're very alike in a lot of respects there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? We got the Fool card. So this very playful spirit. Now this person may be a little bit younger than you. Doesn't have to be, but their energy is quite young and sort of frivolous. I'm going to get... they've asked me to go again for the cards, so I will. We've got the Ten of Wands there. So they're showing me that you're a bit of an over-giver, my beautiful Sagittarians, when it comes to love. Now, there's a little bit of anxiety here as well with your person, okay? So we will actually go forward and sort of clarify that, why that is coming out there. But let's see your outcome first. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What else do they need to know? We've got the Emperor card, which is all about maturity and strength, having the courage to sort of plan for the future with this person. Know that this person is committed to you. They love you dearly. They're showing me a lot of commitment, even though they may seem like they are, you know, very playful and frivolous and kind of like, yeah, let's see where it goes. They're very adventurous, but actually they're committed. At the root, we've got the Hierophant there. So this person is all in, looking for a high-level commitment. Now we've got the Three of Wands. We've also got the Eight of Cups. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? We've got the Ten of Pentacles and we've got the Ace of Cups. Okay, so let us see what is coming out here for you. Now, your first card is the Crayfish. So that tells me that you are quite guarded when it comes to your feelings. You don't let everybody in. I mean, that's quite nice because you're very discerning about your energy. When you give your love, my beautiful Sagittarians, you give it all, okay? The Crayfish, it says protection, perseverance, vulnerability, regeneration. So they're indicating, and we've got number 8 there, which is the number of the self. So I feel this is very much like when you're in love, you're a very protective person. Also, you may protect your heart against being hurt. I mean, everybody does at some stage, especially if you've experienced something in the past that has made you feel a little bit vulnerable. Now, to give someone your whole heart is actually quite a vulnerable thing to do in the first place. So you may feel a little bit of anxiety when it comes to being all in a relationship. You love this person dearly. We've got the Queen of Cups there, and the Queen of Cups has a lot of love to offer. Okay, so even though you're a fire element, you know, you're embodying that energy of love. Creating healthy boundaries is important for you because you tend to overgive in relationships, is what I'm seeing here with that Ten of Wands. Although it may feel good and it's blossoming and everything like that, sometimes it can feel like you're doing a lot of the legwork, or you're doing a lot of sort of heavy lifting, let's put it that way, in the relationship. Now, you're someone who would never give up on a connection. Okay, once your heart is involved, you're tenacious. You would never give up on the connection. You do anything you can to try and make it work because you don't give your heart away easily. You understand, my beautiful Sagittarians, what a gem it is to find someone who is your counterpart, someone who actually vibes on the same level as you, someone who's exciting, adventurous, kind, funny, loving. And this person is all of those things. A little bit of anxiety, as I said. We got a Nine of Swords for your person and a Ten of Wands here. So perhaps both of you are collectively going through some sort of stressful time. I mean, it could be the knock-on effect of the pandemic, for example. We've all been going through that, and it may put a little bit more pressure on the relationship than usual. People don't really sort of take into they don't take into account like exterior pressures, like having to maintain a job or get a job if you don't have one. Financially, there could be a lot of hardships during this period, and it puts a lot of pressure on relationships, even the best of the relationships. Okay, I always say that even though you've met your counterpart, you've met your soulmate, it's not always going to be rainbows and unicorns. It is actually hard work to maintain a loving relationship. Keep that spark alive and keep reminding yourself why you fell in love with the person in the first place. Even though sometimes, sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. It swings and roundabouts when it comes to loving relationships. But they're showing me how sensitive you are, and that you are quite protective, a little bit defensive sometimes, my beautiful Sagittarians, when it comes to your heart, because I feel like you've known what it's like in the past to have overgiven. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull a card to clarify, but we've got the Death card here, which means you're transforming. There's major change here for you. Now, this is also about you releasing any old habits, like trying to open yourself up more to surrender to this connection. That may have been a challenge for you in this relationship, but I feel there's so much love here on both sides, that it's something that will lead to a high level commitment, perhaps marriage, perhaps you're already married, okay? Because I see that this is a connection that, and I'm going to pull a card of that Eight of Cups, because I feel that Eight of Cups is like you and this person may have searched the world for a love like the one that you've got right now, and you've always come up short. Nothing compares to the love that you and this person have for each other, okay? And I'll tell you why in a moment. But we've got the Death card here, which means you're really transforming your life. This is like an evolution. This is a rite of passage. You're making progress when it comes to love. And I feel like you're releasing any past situations in order to rejuvenate or rebirth your energy, like that phoenix rising from the ashes. I feel like you're trying to move on from past situations where you felt a little bit defensive or where you didn't have healthy boundaries, and you're cultivating your world. If you have a look at that wonderful cockerel there, it's got a scythe, and it's actually cultivating this shrub here to make it grow, cutting away any sort of dead wood or deadheading roses, that sort of thing, in order to make room for more growth. And there's a lot of personal growth that's gone on in this relationship. You know, even though you and this person are evolving and maturing, doesn't matter what age you are or how long you've been with each other, even if you've been with each other a couple of months or a couple of years, we as humans, as individuals, we go through cycles. We all mature. And to be with a person in a long-term relationship, especially you being a fire element, where, you know, you need to keep your you need to keep things interesting, shall we say. Not that there's not love, but you may be someone who bores easily of routine and mundanity. So I feel you're the sort of person who likes to keep that spark alive. And I feel like you're the one who's willing to do anything to keep that happiness as well, because we've got the sun there. It's got a little bit of cloud, but that side actually reaches up to eradicate the clouds in front of the sun. And the sun in Tarot is all about happiness, that happy ever after. So I feel like you finally found a relationship or a love that you can see a future with, and you're trying to maintain healthy boundaries and a strong sense of independence in that relationship as well, even though you may feel sometimes a little bit defensive because you feel like you're falling deeper and deeper and deeper into love with this person. Okay, so I see you as a very, very loyal person, my beautiful Sagittarians. And with this transformation card here, I feel you realize nothing remains the same. So I feel like you and this person are evolving. As you grow older and mature, you're actually evolving with each other in a nice, timely fashion is what I'm getting, rather than, you know, one spiritually evolving way quicker than the other and the other one's just completely left behind. I feel like you have such a sense of fun and wit about you. You're very you seek happiness, and you've got strong emotion, you're very passionate about life. It's only natural that you gravitate towards someone like this here, who actually makes you laugh, for example, or, you know, keeps you on your toes, that playful childlike spirit. Okay, so I feel like you do complement each other really well. We do have that Queen of Cups. Now the Queen of Cups indicates that you love this person deeply, and setting healthy boundaries is important. Okay, make sure you have some time for self-care, because you tend to overgive a little bit. Okay, also remember self-love. You are lovable. There may be days where and we all have it in relationships, where we don't feel our best, okay, in relationships, and then other days where we feel like we're on top of the world. And this person loves you no matter what, just so you're aware. So don't put the pressure on yourself to always feel like you have to be like, you know when they say people are like completely switched on, they're shining their light all the time. So don't feel like you have to do that. That's just something that's coming out right now. As you can see, they're showing me here that you feel like you've met the one, because we've got that seahorse there. Now seahorses, they partner up for life. Also, you're the sort of person, my beautiful Sagittarians, you don't tend to go for someone who, how can I put that, is the run of the mill. You go for someone who's very original, someone who's quirky like you, someone who stands out for different reasons than the norm. And you found that in this person, okay? I feel like you have found your counterpart, because seahorses, they represent that soulmate energy. But sometimes that makes you feel a little bit vulnerable in your emotions, and you tend to clam up your feelings and push them down a little bit. Remember, you are deserving of love, and that this person loves you dearly is what I'm being shown here. This person wants to commit to you long term. If you're not married with this person, I feel like this is something that you and this person will commit to in the future, if that's of course what you want. The Queen of Cups also is, you nurture people. You nurture this relationship. You're very supportive of this person. You're very healing. This person actually finds sanctuary in you. Now, this may not resonate for everybody, but they're indicating here this person finds a real comfort in laying their head in your lap. Okay, that's what they're showing me right now. Now, I'm not trying to get into your personal business or anything like that, and I never see images like that ever. So you'll know that that's very unique to this reading, actually, because if you know my readings, oh, you just got a little knock over there as well. Interesting. They're showing me a tablet, like tablets. It's almost like they're showing me like vitamin, like wrapper type thing. So either they're trying to indicate this is a healthy relationship, or perhaps you or your person need medication in some way. I'm not really sure. They're just showing me like, a strip of tablets. right now. So maybe you're taking a vitamin as you listen to this reading, or it's about healthy energy. If I'm trying to decode it, perhaps you are due a tablet. Maybe you've got a medication that you take long term and you're taking it as you listen to this reading. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, that is for sure. But the Queen of Cups is something to be mindful of here, which is about feeling secure in your emotions. Know that you're always worthy of love and respect. And this person, I feel, does that here, okay? Also, the Queen of Cups is notorious. It's in a way where she always overgives. So whenever a Queen of Cups comes out, it tells me how loving, how caring you are, and how much you protect the love that you have to offer for another person. Be mindful over giving, okay? Because when we fall in love with someone, sometimes we see, we idolize them. We don't mean to, but we do. We just fall in love. You know that saying, it says, love is blind. Well, it's there for a reason, because sometimes we don't realize that we put a person on a pedestal and we look up to that person. So, like automatically we've put ourselves a little bit lower than the person that we're in love with. So we actually sort of take ourselves out of balance. So just be a little bit mindful of that. I'm not too worried though, because you do have the Temperance card, which is your card here. So you're very patient. You seek balance and harmony. You are looking for a reciprocal energy. And I feel like, Sagittarius, you wouldn't be in a relationship that doesn't give back in the same way. But sometimes you do go that extra mile for people in general, not just for your lover or your spouse in some way, or your partner. The Temperance card is all about patience and moderation. So I feel like you're aligned here with this person. You and this person, you complement each other really well. And also, I feel like there are moments where you balance each other out, where they lead and then you don't lead, and then you lead and then they don't lead. They sit back. So I do feel like there is a nice complement to each other there. Independence is key, okay? They're indicating here that you don't like to lose your identity, which is perfect. We should all remain having our identity within a relationship. They're indicating here as well that your heart will always stay where you feel free to roam, okay? If someone tries to control you, my beautiful Sagittarians, then you will seek to flee. You will seek to just run away, because no one should control anyone. But I feel this person makes you feel free. It makes you feel like, you can be who you want to be. You can express yourself in any way. But sometimes the depth of your love may sort of make you feel a little bit of anxiety. You may... It's not that you don't express it, not at all. You express a lot in your actions, actually, is what they're showing me. You go that extra mile. You'll buy that nice little thing that you remember that they love, or, you'll buy them like an extra, maybe a little cake or something like that. You're always thinking about your partner. But yeah, this person makes you feel free, like you can do anything. They raise you up, and I feel you do the same for them. Okay, now the Ten of Wands, this is a beautiful relationship, but of course it takes a lot to blossom. And as you can see, this person, those flowers are beautiful. They're completely in bloom, but sometimes it's a lot of hard work. So you may find like you overextend yourself sometimes in this relationship, or in relationships in general. The Ten of Wands is actually not a negative card. It can mean sometimes that you're exhausted, too exhausted to, like, if you're with this person for a couple of years, for example, you come home from work and you're like, boof, you sit on the seat and you're completely exhausted after the day, and you're like, there's no time for a couple, or they're indicating make some time for like date night and things like that, so that you don't get into that routine, or that stuck in a rut, that Groundhog Day. Now one of the readings I did for you, I think a couple of weeks ago, the title was Groundhog Day, because it came out with that energy of routine, habit, and a repetitive cycle actually chips away at your confidence, chips away at and makes you feel a little bit frustrated. So I feel if you overburden yourself and don't leave time to enjoy and have excitement within the connection, then that can make you feel a little bit frustrated. But this is about, now this is, let me just put it this way. They just said burning off excess energy. So it's almost like make sure you have either a creative outlet, so let's put it that way, to burn off excess energy, because sometimes it can make you and this person a little bit frustrated, a little bit snappy at each other. Both of you need to be your brains are like supercomputers, and you've got a lot of energy, both of you. You've got a lot of fire. I mean, the energies that we got coming through are Scorpio, Cancerian energies, a little bit of Sag coming through as well. We've got a little bit Aries. We got some Earth as well, and a tiny little bit of air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Doesn't mean that this person has that in their chart. Oh, you've got a Taurus as well, Taurus energy. It doesn't mean that your person is those signs, but it can mean that there are influences in your chart that have these elements. And I just feel like both of you need an outlet for boredom and things like that. You need to find keep that spark alive within the union. Now, these relationship readings that I'm doing are quite organic. The thing that keeps coming up is a little bit of advice sometimes about, things that may impede your relationships further down the line. But I don't feel like there's anything negative here. I just feel like there's a little bit of sometimes stress or anxiety or overloaded energy. So what I'm getting with that is you don't like to be oppressed. I mean, who does? Nobody. You don't want to be like stuck in a rut. And I feel like this person makes you feel free to express yourself, but just make sure you've got an outlet for that energy so that it doesn't spark into an argument. Because I always, when I talk to couples and things like that, and even myself, the arguments that come out, they're never about the actual argument. They're never actually about the thing that we're brooding upon. It tends to be like small little things that break the camel's back, as it were, the straw that breaks the camel's back. So for example, it might be like, that you go to find some, I don't know, bread, and you found that they've used the last of the bread and they didn't go out and get any more, or they didn't tell you that you needed more milk and things like that. And you're like, oh, why did they do that? Or they never changed the toilet roll, once it's finished. Things like that, little things that really grate. They're the things that set the argument off in motion, but there tends to be something more of an undercurrent that's going on, like you don't feel seen, or you feel a little bit vulnerable, that the energy shifts. What I'm seeing with your person is a little bit of anxiety here. So perhaps you and this person have had a little bit of pressure recently to do with either external circumstances, but there's still deep love here, okay? And I'm going to see what's going on. Actually, I'm just going to pull a quick card on that Ten of Wands for you, just to see what's going on there, because I feel like you may be working really hard and just burning yourself out, and you need a bit of self-care. The Death card, so that's coming up again for you. That's about transforming the way that you overgive sometimes. If you're the sort of person, my beautiful Sagittarians, and please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, if you're the sort of person that when your person gives you a compliment and you bat it right back to them, it means that, sometimes you may have trouble, and it's not all the time. Depends on your mood. We all go through different cycles of mood. Sometimes you may have trouble receiving love or opening yourself up to compliments and things like that. And you are transforming. The Death card indicates that there is change. Eight of Cups. Okay, Eight of Cups in the upright there can mean that perhaps you've walked away from relationships that were not emotionally fulfilling. And this one, I feel like there's a lot of love in this connection. But whenever there's an argument or things like that, there may be like a go-to energy within you that is to walk away or withdraw. Okay, I mean, and I don't mean walk away to end a relationship. I mean to withdraw and repress feelings, repress emotions. Okay, and that may give your person a little bit of anxiety when you take a step back or go silent, because now, Devil card. The Devil card knocked the Moonstone right off the perch. Okay, now this tells me two things. One, the energy that I'm feeling is that sometimes round about moon cycles, especially the full moon, it may impact your mood. I'm going to go get that moonstone now in a moment. So especially since we've got the moon there, moon cycle. So you may withdraw during moon cycles. Now it's not a myth that it's just women that all their cycles get synchronized with the moon and things like that. Male or female, not a gender specific reading. People are water. A lot of our body makeup is water, and we are affected by moon cycles. So there may be moments during the month where you feel like withdrawing, or your person does, and this may have a negative sort of impact sometimes when it comes to arguing or feeling a little bit snappy. So that's just coming out there. Doesn't mean that there's no love. Absolutely not. I feel like you withdraw and it may make your person feel a little bit anxious. Okay. So let me just go get that moonstone. The Devil card indicates a blockage. Oh, that's not there, it's here. The blockage. So they're indicating here that you may be in a bit of a pattern that when things get a little bit too intense, and that doesn't mean within the relationship, it can mean like external circumstances, like, you know, you've had a hard day at work and, you know, you've been bogged down with more work, or you're feeling a lot of pressure or frustration. You may withdraw and not even communicate to your person exactly what's going on within you, because you're very independent and you like to sort all that energy out by yourself. And this person is like, let me in. That's what I'm picking up here. And you may find it hard to let people in, my beautiful Sagittarians, and that may come from childhood, or it may come from a previous experience. None of us come here with manuals of how to do life, so we're all trying to learn as we go. And I feel you're responding to external circumstances in some way, and the Devil card indicates it can be obsession as well. No, okay, they're showing me that you feel very committed to this person, and you know that you've met the one, okay? But sometimes when things get a little bit too intense, or there's arguments, because the Ten of Wands can be like frustration, fatigue, you get a little bit grouchy and you just want to withdraw, and they may be the sort of person that comes towards you like, what's wrong, what's going on? You're like, nothing's wrong, I just need some time, I just need some time by myself. It's got nothing to do with the connection, I promise you. So there may be that dynamic that goes within the connection sometimes that they're showing me, but you love this person, you don't want to leave this person. The Eight of Cups indicates a withdrawal. Okay, if the Two of Cups did not come up here, I would say that there are times you've thought about disconnecting and being a solitary energy, but no, the Two of Cups tells me that you love this person, you want to be with this person, and that you know that you found your soulmate. This is a deep partnership, but sometimes when we get so deep in love, we feel a little bit of fear about losing the person that we love, and that our anxieties play tricks on our mind, our insecurities come to the surface. So I feel like you take a step back, which is a very healthy thing to do actually, but sometimes you may not communicate that because we've got no swords here. Swords are all about communication. So I'm just going to ask a question about communication here. Remember, although we know our partners deeply and we can feel the energy, because the Queen of Cups is someone who's very intuitive, you're very psychic, or you have a very deep bond with this person where you just know them inside and out, but they're not a mind reader, and you know, we cannot assume that the other person is feeling what we feel they are feeling. It's always best to get it from straight from them. Can you please clarify the communication here? Can you please clarify the communication? Now, I'm not pointing a finger. Okay, they're showing me that you're run on emotions, and that, you know, you offer your love continuously to this person, okay? And there's a lot of romance within this connection. Also, I feel like you're the sort of person who does, after a period of sort of withdrawal, you do come forward and volunteer to sort of reach out. So you do reach out to this person, but sometimes you just need your alone time, and that's quite perfect in a relationship. We all need our alone time, otherwise we got things like codependency that are very unhealthy. So I feel like this is about you taking some time for you. Now your person, we've got orangutan, okay, and it says laughter, curiosity, patience, and play. So this person, I mean, they're quite a bright spark. Both of you very playful together. You're very, very protective of the union and very loving, very protective of your heart. But this person is really like smitten with you, is what they're indicating. This person sees you like they've never seen anybody in a relationship before. They see you as excitement. They are curious about you. They want to get to know you better. Even if you've been in a relationship for many, many years, they still are discovering new things about you. They're like, huh, that's really cool. That's really exciting. This person, they have a very playful spirit. As I said, they may be younger than you. It doesn't have to be, but I just get this sort of youthful kind of energy. They're showing me also that both of you actually look a lot younger than your ages, because of you have that sort of playfulness in your relationship, which is really wonderful. Now this person, this may infuriate you, but sometimes when you're being serious, this person may try to make a joke of things because they have deep emotions, this person, but they're always the sort of person who's a bit playful. So for example, if you're like, stop, I want to just talk about this serious thing that happened. They're like, oh, trying to make a joke, trying to make light of it. And you're like, come on, like, let's be serious, okay? So there may be moments of that frustrate you in this connection, but this person, they just always want to make you happy. They want to make themselves happy too, but this person seeks to make you happy is what they're showing me. This person is very dedicated to you. We've also got the Hierophant there, which shows their commitment to this union, that they have faith that they're with the right person, and that both of you, teach each other things and you learn. There's an indication here that both of you either are married with or will get married. This person sees long-term commitment on the cards for you, okay? This person, it's almost like they realize they found their person and they're not, how can I put that? They're not ever going to leave that. They want to be with you, okay? They want to take the journey of life with you. Although this person is playful and high-spirited, it's because of you. There's something about you and their dynamic that makes them feel like they could conquer the world. You give them that strength, and they rely on that strength. Even though they may not say that, there is an independence about this person, but they always sort of like, they're always being cheeky and just thinking about you because you make them feel like that. And there's a famous saying, is what they're giving me right now. Well, they give me the energy of it. They're not giving me the exact quote. And it's kind of like, and I hope that I get this right, sometimes we don't fall in love with the actual person at first. We fall in love with the way that the person makes us feel. And that's what this person felt at first, that they felt on top of the world with you. And then they just tumbled into love. And now they can't see themselves being anywhere else. That's what I'm getting here, okay? So there was something about you that just made them feel like just a teenager again. And that's a very hard quality to find, especially in the life that we lead at the moment with the world the way it is. It's very hard because, I mean, life is quite serious right now, right? I mean, it's always quite serious, but it's almost, this person feels like they can be themselves with you and that there is a bright spark between both of you. And they feel so much love from you and they give so much love back that they feel they can express themselves in your company. And that's a really wonderful quality to have. We also have that Death card there. So there is a bit of mirroring going on here. This person adapts to, I feel both of you actually adapt to each other, quite flexible. And the Death card indicates, you know, that changing kind of energy, transforming. So I do feel like both of you bend with the moods. You're very conscious of each other's cycles is what they're giving me here. Yeah, you're evolving together. It's almost like you've taken a rite of passage together. You learn new things about each other. You both impart like wisdom towards each other and help each other through the good times and the bad. You blossom together. So they're indicating that it's almost like both of you encourage each other to be your wonderful authentic selves and come out of your shells. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here with this person. Also, we got the Fool card. Now, the Fool card is a very playful spirit again, Aries energy, and this is all about having faith. This person, you know, they may have started off with, let's see how this relationship goes, but now they're fully committed, okay? And this person, I feel like this person, very adventurous person, very original. This person also enjoys their freedom and their independence. And this person wants to take the journey of life with you. They want to be all in. They want to take the leap of faith. I feel like they already have taken the leap of faith, this person. So either you're already married or you're already in a long-term commitment. This person, you know, they want to keep the relationship fresh and exciting and take new paths with you, but they definitely want to take the journey of life with you is what they're indicating. Now, I also, it's almost like this person, you know, before they met you, they didn't really want to take a huge risk on love, and now they would risk everything to be with you, to be in love with you. That's what I'm getting with this person. We do have a Nine of Swords, and a Nine of Swords is a little bit of anxiety or sleepless nights, maybe nightmares and things like that. So either because both of you have like some sort of stress going on, either it is a little bit of tension going on within the relationship, or it's external circumstances that have influenced your relationship that has made things a little bit touchy at the moment. Can you please clarify this Nine of Swords for my beautiful Sagittarius person? We got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So the Knight of Cups in reverse can be unrealistic expectations, okay? And it can be when you withdraw, because the Knight of Cups is when someone they love withdraws love. They feel anxiety. Perhaps they always ask you what's wrong, and you're like, there's nothing wrong, because you don't. It's not to do with them per se. So there can be moments where both parties sometimes can be a little bit needy. We all are in moments when we're feeling a little bit insecure. So I feel this person, whenever there's a withdrawal of your energy, this person starts to feel anxious. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Yeah, they start to self-sabotage, the Five of Swords. They go into like mental conflict. They overthink your moments of silence. Now, I would just be mindful that there isn't a little bit of codependency going on there, a little bit of a push and pull going on. But this person, the Five of Swords indicates that there's a little bit of conflict, or they feel a bit defeated when they feel like you detach. Okay, and you know, if you explain that you just need your time, you know, we all need our own time, even within a relationship. So just be mindful to communicate that to them, because if they're sitting there wondering why you're withdrawn and it's actually nothing to do with them, then, I mean, even if it is to do with them, you know, as we mature, we start to be a bit more open and honest and say, look, you know what, I'm just feeling a little bit worried about work or whatever, and it's got nothing to do with you, but you know, I really appreciate your support at this time. Because some people and some couples, you know, whenever we go through a bad day and we come home to our other half and we're like, oh, I've just had the worst day, and then this happened and that happened and blah, blah, blah. You know, the partner who's in love with you and is listening to you, they want to fix it. And sometimes there's just no situation to fix. Sometimes you just come home and say, I want to talk to someone. I want to vent to someone. I just want you to listen, because I feel unseen in another area of my life. I don't always need you to fix things. And I feel like this person is a sort of person who feels like they want to fix things. They want to make you happy. So sometimes they feel like they fall short. And it's like it's not their fight, let's put it that way. So just be a little bit mindful of that. We've got the Six of Wands in the reverse. So this person actually, deep down, there's a little bit of lack of confidence within them. Okay, and this is a retreating card as well. So when you retreat, they get a little bit anxious, and then they retreat too. So there may be some stalemate moments where both of you are like, but the Magician card indicates you're both thinking about each other all of the time. You're both magnetizing each other all of the time. This person only wants to be with you. They, you know, I feel like this person, they also want to like connect to you and initiate. Sort of, even during moments of arguments and things like that, they try to initiate to try and keep the connection, the spark alive. Also with the Magician card, I feel like this is their focus. Their focus is on you. They actually really respect you and love you, and I feel like they would do anything to keep the connection going, and I feel vice versa. So both of you are very committed to each other, but there's just some things to iron out. I mean, there's that to happen in every relationship, so this is not just yours, my beautiful Sagittarians. The outcome energy we have here is the Emperor, which is all about maturity and to plan for the future, because you and this person, I feel like, you know, if you haven't settled down with each other already, I feel like that's where it's headed. Okay, and we got the Courage card, which is, you know, Strength card, which is about self-love, overcoming obstacles together, knowing that you both want to be together, and having that maturity to recognize when one of the couple are feeling a little bit insecure, and you raise each other up, and vice versa. Okay, so with that Emperor card, I feel this is about respect. And I feel both of you have a lot of respect for each other, but sometimes a little bit of inner insecurity on both sides is what I can see, or frustration. You know, the mundane day-to-day things can make us feel a little bit snappy. But otherwise, I feel like it's a very committed relationship that has a lot of love that will actually lead to the test of time. You'll be in a long-term relationship with this person. Now, the Emperor is also a figure who has tight control over their emotions. So, my beautiful Sagittarians, this was your card, and your person's is the Strength card. So, because it got one card on either side. So, sometimes you do repress your feelings a little bit. You may not even be aware that you're doing it, but it's because you've set a healthy boundary. And whilst that is wonderful, sometimes you can push some of your emotions down and not be open to receive love as much as you would like to, is what it's really interesting, because the history of the Emperor card, basically the Emperor card used to always have a fool in the background peeking out behind a curtain or behind a door, because it's always like, remember to have fun. Okay, because sometimes the Emperor can be quite serious. You know, you can be quite ambitious, thinking about work all the time, feel overworked, overburdened in some area, you're overstretching yourself, and you know, life sometimes just is not as fun as we would like it to be. It's interesting because your person has got the Fool card, so that tells me that this person, whenever you are feeling stress, they actually help alleviate and, you know, keep the humor. And you're very funny too. They're indicating that you, both of you, complement each other in that you balance each other out. But it's just a reminder to remember what you fell in love with in the first place, and make some time within the union for play, for like date nights and things like that. Okay, because life sometimes gets in the way, and we start to get complacent because we get in a cycle. We don't mean to take the other person for granted, but we just get in a bit of, you know, stuck in a rut. We feel like, you know, exhausted after work. We just want to frump and sit on the sofa, or like veg out or whatever. So just be mindful of that. And we've got the Strength card there for your person, which is all about breaking the chains to the past. If there's been any sort of negative patterns or any old habits, I feel like this person is sort of releasing those things, and I feel like they're showing compassion for you and the union. I feel like both of you together are overcoming obstacles that are presented in everyday life. I feel like you're a bit of a power couple together. Both of you lead in different ways, because both cards are about control in some way. Okay, and that's having the courage to surrender to the union, but know that you both have that confidence in that this is a very dedicated, committed relationship that has a lot of love behind it, and that there's no need to worry. Okay, now we've also got the Three of Wands and the Eight of Cups, which tells me that the Three of Wands is like both of you have led a very interesting life where, you know, you've searched for the one. The Three of Wands is about, you know, sort of seeing what's on offer out into the universe, seeing out what it, in the rest of the world, what opportunities are out there for love. You've both experienced love that has been unfulfilling. And I feel both of you, you know, you took the challenge to walk away from unfulfilling, emotionally unfamiliar, oh gosh, let me get this right, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, so I just want to get the words right, what they're giving me. Walked away from emotionally, could you give me that sentence again, please? Emotionally unfulfilling circumstances in order to find the one. So it's like you've looked far and wide, but there's just been nobody that actually you feel the love with, like this person. There's nobody who even comes close. Okay, the Three of Wands is a card that reminds you that you're on the right path. Okay, and that you're aligning, you and your person are aligning your heart's desire together. It's like in harmony right now. Okay, that trust that you're making the right decisions. The Three of Wands is also about observation, you know, patience with each other, taking time, and there may be the main influence I've got in the relationship is like business or, you know, work in some way is the only thing that chips away at the sparkle in this connection, because you're both working so hard. So that's what I get with this card. But I feel both of you actually raise each other up and are a pillar of strength towards each other. The Eight of Cups on its own is about that withdrawal during emotionally turbulent times, to take a step back. Okay, even though, as you can see on those cards, there's like two swans, two butterflies, two dragonflies there. You know that this is the person, but sometimes emotionally you want that independence to, you know, live life on your own terms and experience that independence in a relationship, even though you're merged with another person. And that's a very tough dynamic to find. But because we got that Temperance card, you will find that ebb and flow within the relationship. And I feel during moments of uncertainty, during moments of perhaps arguments, that's when the withdrawal will occur. And it tends to be with moon cycles, because they're actually showing me the moon peeking out right there. One of my guys just literally pointed to the moon, and it's so tiny in that card, but they're indicating moon cycles can bring up fears, can bring, can play tricks with us, with our insecurities and things like that. So be mindful that you're being affected by the ebb and flow. Always use your intuition, of course. It will never lead you astray, but this person is very committed to you, and I see that you're very committed to this person as well. This is your outcome position, okay? And it just shows me that both of you, there will be a high-level commitment, long-term, successful relationship here, and, good parental energy if you want to have children, for example. Also with the Ten of Pentacles, this tells me that you and this person will leave a legacy. You will walk with the journey of life together into retirement age. I feel like this is about marriage. Ten of Pentacles tends to be about marriage, commitment. This is a commitment card. Financially, I mean, there will be a lot of wealth with you and this person. You're going to work really hard. But this is also about continuity. This person, you and this person, you exhibit commitment in a balanced way. So I don't feel like you're sort of second guessing where you stand in the relationship. It's just sometimes some insecurities pop up, and that happens to all of us, no matter whether we're in a relationship for a long time or not, okay? These tend to be coming from within perhaps some old wounding from the past. But this indicates that this person, if you're not in a long-term commitment with this person just yet, you will be, and this is something where you will, as you can see, we've got the tree, the rings there, which indicates lineage, and you walking the journey of life together. I feel like this is you and this person building a home together, a family together, if that's what you want. And I feel both of you feel wealthy just by knowing that you've got each other. That's the real energy that I get here. Also, we got the Ace of Cups, which tells me there is so much love in this connection and so much commitment. This sort of tells me that there will be a proposal of marriage in this connection if there already hasn't been. Okay, so again, these two cards are about long-term commitment. Also, with the Ace of Cups, as you can see, there's thousands of butterflies coming out of this cup, and both of you have been struck by the one. So both of you know that you've met the one here, and there is a lot of love. This card is all about romance. There's a lot of emotion here, and I feel emotional care is important. Both sort of adhering to each other's needs and compromising within the connection, but also to know that your own emotional care, taking some self-care time, like self-care time is not just like having a bath. It's creating a routine where you make some time for you. Couples, it's really rewarding when couples go off and do their own thing and then come back together and say, I did this thing. No way, I did this other thing. You keep things alive by having your own life, your own hobbies, your own independence, whilst at the same time being a strong unit to walk the journey of life together through thick and thin. And I feel like that's something this relationship really exhibits there, okay? There's deep love here. And I feel like both of you, nobody else, I feel like both of you sort of always think about each other. They're showing me that nobody else turns your head. And the same with your person. Your person has only got eyes for you, is what they're sort of showing me here with this connection reading, okay? So very positive energy. Yes, there's some sort of ups and downs within the connection. Let me just actually, before I do that, pull some final cards. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Any further advice Wheel of Fortune, this is a destined relationship. This is something that was meant to be. You've met each other at the right time, and this is something that is fated. This is, you were meant to be together. This is a meaningful relationship. There's a lot of coincidences within you and this person's relationship, and things are happening here that are fated. So this is the law of the universe. The Wheel of Fortune tells me that destiny put you together and that you synchronize in your energy. That's why you got the 2 death cards there as well. You're transforming and evolving together through life, because humans, whenever we meet, you know, I'm a very different person now than I was 10 years ago. I want different things, you know, we all evolve, but you and this person are evolving together. And I feel that's a very strong place and position to be in within the union. Now, the first card you got, this is your card, I am ready. Okay, you're ready to surrender to this connection. Remember to be open to compliments. Remember to be open to receive love. You don't have to push your emotions down. As you can see, the words are I am ready, but she looks like she is not. Male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. Now, it's about diving all in. Okay, and knowing that you're beautiful both inside and out. Male or female, again, not a gender specific reading, but it is a reminder that you are lovable and that you are ready for this connection, because this is a destined connection. Now your person, they need to remember, well, this is what they tend to do. They follow their heart. And I feel like this person, you know, blind faith, this person loves you. Okay, they're offering, it's interesting, both of you are very intuitive because both the eyes are covered. So I feel whenever the eyes are covered, it means all the other senses are alive and they're coming to life in even bigger ways. So, you know, it's about listening, amplified listening within relationships, intuitively knowing what the other needs. And as you can see, this person's offering their whole raw heart. Let me get those words out. Their whole raw heart to you. Okay, so I feel this person, you know, they're following their heart by being with you. They're choosing to be with you, just like you are choosing to be with them. And I'm just going to get an outcome energy as well. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What else do they need to know regarding this connection? We got 2 cards. Interesting. We've got I am celebrated and I trust in divine timing. And this union is happening in divine order. Okay, so you got the Wheel of Fortune to tell you that this is divine timing, this is fate. So there we go. Celebrate the union. This is exciting. Celebrate each other, celebrate yourselves individually as well, and know that you got this. This is a really committed relationship that's actually very, very positive, and you will overcome any obstacles that come in to the relationship, because they all do. You know, relationships are hard work, and we all have to navigate the journey of life together. And I feel both of you will walk by each other's side through thick and thin. So that's what I'm picking up on this particular reading. Okay, I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much. Ooh. Okay, so we've got a key, and the key is basically about unlocking both of your full potential. Also, the world indicates completion. So I feel like you found the one that unlocks your heart, and vice versa. The world is all about fulfillment, accomplishment. Okay, so I feel both of you are content. Both of you have found each other and are satisfied that you've unlocked this love for each other. And they actually want this on the Ace of Cups. So I will leave it there. Okay. Now, I hope something resonates in this reading. If you'd like to be in the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is every morning when you wake up, take a couple of moments to be really grateful to the universe. Be grateful for all that you have and all that you have yet to receive. Because the more grateful you are, the more the universe sends scenarios and situations for you to be grateful for. Okay, it is a law of attraction. So in the comments box below, just put these words: I have an attitude of gratitude. And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of April, and I'll announce the winner in the video upload only. I will not know who wins the reading until the 28th of April when my guides give me the name, okay? So I will go through people's comments and like their comments, etc., just to know that you've been seen, but I will not know who wins it until the 28th, so just to let you know. If something resonates in the reading, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. Love and light.